Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ola. Over the last couple of years, I've been helping doctors pass their postgraduate exams. I've also been helping those colleagues who unfortunately haven't passed their exams in their first attempts to mentor them and support them to pass in subsequent attempts. There have been 5 recurring problems I've noticed with friends and colleagues who have failed their exam, particularly the applied knowledge test, AKT. Number 1 is poor preparation. Poor preparation can be a two-sided thing where people tend to prepare for a couple of weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, and some prepare for a couple of months, 8 to 9 months, such that when they get to the period close to the exam, they just find that they've lost steam, and so they don't have the energy to keep going in preparing for the exam. The second of these is not actually covering the length of the curriculum. One of the questions I will usually ask my friends is, have you seen the curriculum? And people are like, the curriculum? Yes, there is a curriculum. It's present on the rcgp website, and when preparing for exam, I would think it's only right for you to know exactly what you're up against, for you to go through the curriculum such that you can spread out your preparation nicely of all the topics contained in the curriculum. Another thing I notice is this approach of preparing to answer questions rather than using those questions one has answered to actually gain a wide knowledge and understanding of the medical and clinical concepts described, or that those concepts that the questions are trying to portray. Another thing I find is the lack of passive preparation, where people haven't been passively studying cases they've seen over the years, such that those 3-4 months that they spend preparing for the AKT means they have a very small knowledge base, because you can't just cover everything you need to know in 3 to 4 months. What the AKT relies heavily upon is the ability of a doctor to have gained knowledge for many years and to be able to bring that knowledge to bear in the AKT. Number 2 reason would be poor exam technique. I know many of us, particularly as IMGs, we've come from various backgrounds where we are used to multiple choice questions asking us which of the following is this, except. But the thing is that the questioning style of the AKT is quite similar to the questioning style of medical school exams in the UK. It is simple to follow. Once you know the technique, then you can be able to easily approach most questions. To further understand the techniques, please look forward to my videos on how to succeed in the AKT, and I'm going to be doing a live demo where I'm going to be putting myself forward and answering some AKT questions to demonstrate what the approach to answering the question should be like. Another thing in terms of technique is I find people neglecting some domains, particularly statistics and healthcare administration, where people just focus on the clinical side of things. I mean, in my years supporting people to pass the exams, I've never seen someone who has scored 17 in statistics and admin who hasn't passed the exam. I've never seen. And that goes far to underscore the fact that none of the domains can actually be neglected. Another thing that people tell me about is time management. People tell me they feel so pressured in the exam. It's a game of time. The questions are meant to be answered in about 45 seconds, and the questions are so long. So time management is a big deal when it comes to poor exam technique. And yes, that can be learned. Yes, I try to help people to learn that. Please again look forward to my video. Number 3 will be a poor mindset to the exam, and this often come from colleagues who still carry the just a GP baggage, who still go, it's just a GP. The AKT, I mean, anyone who's written it will tell you, is a formidable exam. It's a formidable exam. I know several hospital colleagues who are consultants in the hospital who had to leave primary care just because they could not pass the AKT. So I understand a lot of us have done other college exams, MRChem, MRCP, MRCS, and when you have a lot of experience like that, the temptation is there to want to compare that. Oh, how does the AKT compare to the MRCP? I tell you, the AKT is a broad exam. It is highly formidable. It is highly formidable. Number 4 reason why I say people fail the AKT is the fear of the exam. There is this inherent fear I see among friends who come to me for support, haven't failed the AKT. There is this fear from what they've heard from friends, from the stories they've heard. While it is true that friends may have struggled with the exams, colleagues may have failed the exams, but I think with the right approach, which I'm going to be discussing extensively in my next video, I think anyone will be able to successfully clear the AKT. Number 5, and something I'm beginning to see frequently these days, is an undiagnosed neurodevelopmental problems. I've seen colleagues who come, and then by the time we speak, and the question I raise is, have you been screened for dyslexia? Have you been screened for dyscalculia? Have you been screened for ADHD? And people are like, no, I haven't got those. And oftentimes, by the time they're referred to the PSU and they're screened, they are found out to be positive. The thing about the AKT, as I mentioned, is that it's a test of numbers. It's a test of time. So when neurodevelopmental problems are present and they are undiagnosed, it significantly affects the ability of a doctor to read a long list of questions for just one single question, whose answer you're meant to provide in 45 seconds, to read it, understand it in good time, apply all the numbers present, and be able to use it to arrive at the right answer, and then move on, and then do that over and over and over and over and over again. So, my friends, those are the top 5 reasons I've noticed that colleagues fail AKT on account of. If you like this video, please do well to subscribe, give me a thumbs up to encourage me to make further videos, and also please make comment about your experience with the AKT. Others will come, it will encourage others, it will help improve the preparation of other people, and it will help point others in the right direction. And I will see you in my next video.